Identifying and describing our emotions, an emotional menagerie. Being able to identify our emotions is very useful, but don't worry if you find this difficult, a lot of people do. The good news is that this is a skill we can practice and develop in various ways. The following poems are actually taken from a beautiful and actually quite insightful children's book called An Emotional Menagerie, Feelings from A to Z by the School of Life. Each poem relates to a particular emotion and an animal which hopefully you'll be able to identify. Let's enjoy reading and reflecting. A is for anger. If anger was an animal, it would have teeth and claws, a mangy mane, a bristly tail, and growling, gaping jaws. It comes along when things go wrong, when our plans go awry. When toys are broken, trainers lost, or favourite treats denied. It bares its teeth and starts to roar. Unkind, unjust, unfair. It wants the world to be just so, without problems or cares. To let it go, remember this. Life won't always go right. Some things we'd like to happen won't. Some things we wouldn't might. It's sad, we know, and that's the point. In fact, that's why we rage. Anger is sadness in disguise. Our hurt let loose, uncaged. Life lets us down now and again. You, me, and everyone. So next time anger rears its head, accept this and move on. And you might have noticed the poem highlighting some of the things that anger can do, e.g. shout at us that something is wrong, unkind or unfair. And that's one of the key functions of emotions is highlighting things to us. I wonder what you think about the idea of anger being sadness in disguise. G is for guilt. If guilt was an animal, it would have hangdog eyes, drooping ears, slow dragging paws, and a voice that whines and sighs. It hangs its head when we've done wrong, and feel it deep inside. When we've stolen, broken rules, cheated, hurt, or lied, it makes us feel deeply ashamed about the things we've done, or culpable for all the pain we've caused friends and loved ones. It's useful to feel guilt sometimes. It helps us to be good. Avoid the things we shouldn't do, prefer the ones we should. Though too much guilt is less ideal when it becomes self-hate. We should remember kindness too, forgive our own mistakes. We all mess up from time to time, it's part of who we are. Guilt goes some way to mending us, but kindness goes as far. So the author is recommending here that we be kind to ourselves and practice self-forgiveness. L is for loneliness. If loneliness was an animal, it would glide throughout the deep. No ears to hear its lonely song, no company to keep. It starts to moan when we're alone, and sometimes when we're not, in groups where we are not understood and feel like afterthoughts. We feel rejected, overlooked, unnoticed and unseen, as though some broken part of us keeps us from fitting in. Most people never know us well. They see our surface only, they never glimpse our hidden depths, so leave us feeling lonely. We're only ever fully known by an elected few. Perhaps our siblings or best friends, the closest, one or two. They know our quirks, our faults, our dreams, the things that make us us. So seeking out their company can soothe our loneliness. So the image used for that poem was a whale. And obviously the theme was loneliness, but it might make sense if you also thought that was describing sadness. Loneliness and other emotions, such as guilt that we were talking about, might come under the umbrella of sad or low and can contribute to depression. Loneliness is sadly very common in the UK and is known to be a massive contributor to depression. Making new friends and relationships in adulthood is not always that easy, however. If you think this might be you, it might be worth considering how you might be able to build up the connections you have with other people in your life. You could perhaps have a look for the Making Friends as Adults webinar recording on the CMRH website, or the version which has been uploaded to YouTube. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed those poems, and I hope it made you think a little bit as well about emotions. And I'll leave you with those thoughts.
There's 37 videos in total looking at different elements of thoughts, feelings, behaviours and physical responses to distress and discomfort. We hope you find some help from them.